Complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. First-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette, and he's got room. It's a foot race, the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Fournette had 22 rushing touchdowns as a sophomore in 2015 for LSU, only 8 in an injury-filled 2016, but now he's got his first NFL touchdown.
And you know he'd like to return to that college form that he exhibited when he put it in the end zone 20-plus times. And he has the build of a big back, but don't be surprised if he has a few touchdowns that are long distance. He has excellent speed as well.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. It's Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the gun, Mariota. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malik Jackson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Fournette, a first down carry. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now is Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Titans scored a touchdown last year, 72% of their trips in the red zone, tops in the league, and they've got another shot here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
And Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. Play action now, Mariota. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. Here's Bortles to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 20. Yards. They'll toss it to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first throw for the backup Cutler. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Looking deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. An NFL update. They're in the second. Quarter in Baltimore, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Barry Church. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Black 58, real! Black 58, real! Now we go now. Left.
Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 10 yards still left on second down. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The play clock's running down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Play clock winding down. On play action, now Bortles. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Green 39. Green 39. Hey, check. 3 down. Undercrush.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Trying for his tight end, Rivera, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. Here's McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, I'm an aggressive guy. But the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. Normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Man, calculated risk, it didn't work out. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Fournette. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So 2nd and 10 here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The pitch to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Eagles have taken a lead late in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's Mariota. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Oh, Walker showing the power. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Black 58 rail.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.